Behind me lives the 266th Pope, the 265th successor to St. Peter. Why do we consider St. Peter as the first Pope? Well, our first indication comes from Matthew's Gospel in Matthew 16, when Jesus asks his apostles who people say that he is. And then he asks them another question, who do you say that I am? And Peter responds with that great confession of faith, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. Jesus at that moment gives him a new mission. He says, blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah. And he gives him a new name. Up until then, he had been Simon, son of Jonah. But now he says that you are Peter. In Aramaic, he actually says you are Kepha, which means rock. You are Kepha, and on this Kepha, I will build my church. Now, up until then, Kepha wasn't a name of a person. So it would be like Jesus saying, you are table, and on this table, I will build my church. Kepha is a specific name given to Peter because he's given a new mission. Just like Abram is changed to Abraham, Jacob is changed to Israel, Peter's name is changed because he's given this new mission to lead Jesus' church. We see it again in the Last Supper, when in Luke's Gospel, Christ calls Peter to strengthen the brethren, to be there for the church. After the resurrection, when Peter comes back to Christ to profess his love 3 times, to make up for the 3 times that he's denied Christ, Christ reminds him of his mission to tend and feed the sheep. We see Peter's name mentioned first every time the apostles are named, and we see him mentioned more often than any other apostle. In fact, more often than all the other apostles combined. Peter's given this new role to lead the church of Christ. And we see him doing that in Acts 1, when he leads the apostles to pick Judas's successor. In Acts 2, we see his beautiful homily, where he stands in front of everyone to declare this new faith, to tell everyone about the faith of Jesus Christ. And then we see it throughout Acts, when he has the courage to stand up even to the chief priests. Peter comes to Rome to spread the gospel. And his successors have continued to do that work, to tend the sheep, to strengthen the brethren. They continue to lead the church today. Pray for the Holy Father. Pray for his fidelity and his strength and his courage. And pray for us that we may always be faithful to the Church of Christ. And that's a little theology in 3 minutes.